Have you received all your information about solar panel and you just find it so expensive you don't know where to start? You don't know what's the best option? You're afraid of committing? Come on and solar energy. One more reason to smile on a sunny day. Let's look at a case. Click on Enter Your Information and you will see this form. Take your power bill and look at the usage. Now enter all the information right here at the top of the form. You should have 6 entries. This is equivalent to the usage for a whole year. So it will calculate that. Any of the area that is not great, that's what you can enter. So after this, after I've entered my usage, what I need now to take the report that we gave you, and that report will tell you what your roof will be able to produce. So enter that amount over here. Now I see there's gray cells, so I'm jumping over that. And I'm entering the total cost for the solar system, then the rebate, the deposit. Now it will calculate for you. So a lot of the people, the way that they look at their payback, they take their initial payment plus the deposit. Then that gives them 35, 422, 70 in this case. And then they divide that by how much they're paying annually. And in this case, it's telling them that it's 14. I have created this spreadsheet because I wanted my clients to be able to enter their own assumptions. We all know that things will increase with time, but our assumptions might be different than yours. So for example, I have put 5% for the rate of increase for the utilities. You may think that no, it's not going to increase as much, or you may think, haha, it's going to increase a lot more. The reason why you have here the home market value is because in United States, where they have a lot more houses that have solar panels, they say that it's between 5 to 10% more when they're selling a house that has, if there's 2 houses that are selling and one has solar panel and the other one doesn't have it, in United States, they sell between 5 to 10%. So I figured that at the beginning of, it should be the highest at the beginning when you're just installing the system. And it is 10% of the value of the house. So in 10 years from now, I need to know what the market value was now in order to be able to calculate what the future value will be in 10 years. You might have a different financing for 10 years, or you may have a different financing for 20 years. So I've allowed you to be able to change those ones. And if you invest your money, you might be able to enter this. Maybe you're making more than 4%. Maybe you're making 6% or 8%. Click on unit cost, and it will bring you this screen here. If you buy a solar system, it is like buying electricity in bulk because you are paying for the system now, but that will be producing, and in this case, it will be producing 15,010 kilowatt per year. So if you multiply that, and why I decided to multiply by 25, because we warranty it for 25 years. So for the people that say, oh, it's going to break on the 26th, you know that all of this will be warranty, and that's your production. So now how much you paid for by how much it will produce, it gives you how much it will cost you. And that's definitely less than what you're paying currently, a lot less. And if your system, the life expectancy is for 40 years, guess what? Then it will be around 66 cents. That is fantastic. I don't think you can find anything that is cheaper. Click on utility costs for this one. This graph here represents, it's all your current usage, but I have graphed it with the prices since 2011. So if you were in 2011 and you'd be using the same amount that you're using right now, then it would have cost you $21.64 per year. And now in 2020, they want an increase, and what you would end up paying. Now let's just look a little bit how important the price is and how much of a difference it makes. So click on utility and look at all the draft here. Look at the blue line. The blue line is always in all of these graphs. You will always see that the blue line is the utility costs, electricity costs, I mean. And then the orange one is for the 20-year financing. and the yellow line is for the 10-year financing. So after 10 years, you see that it drops to zero because basically you've paid back your loan and now you have utility is free. And look at how much at that point it would be, like 4,700, 5,332, and 6,000. That's in 20 years. So you see how quickly it rises. Now we don't know the future, and we think that maybe it is 5%. But let's see if I adjust that to 6%, and look at how suddenly it quickly becomes it end up being more expensive than the 10-year before the end of the 10-year. So it makes a big difference of how much the utility will increase. I've estimated it to be at 5, but it could very well be 6, because right now, like last year, was 8% increase, and now they're asking for 6.4 increase. So right there, the next 2 years, well, including this year, is more than 5%. On the next one, click on graph. And this is to show you, okay, click on graph then. A lot of the people are so worried to sign up to make a commitment because they say, what if I move before 10 years, and then will I be able to recoup my the investment that I have made? And this is why in here you see like the 10-year financing, the 20-year financing. The yellow and the orange is the actual the monthly payment. So this is the future value of all the monthly payments that you're making, the accumulation. So I'm actually giving you the total amount of all the things that you've spent over here for your monthly payment. The blue line is all the accumulated monthly payment that you're making to the utility companies. And now the red line is actually the utility line plus the added value. Since people don't really agree, and if you ask your real estate agent, they really don't know because we don't have that much data, I've kind of separated it this way. So you can see that the red line, it includes the added value. When you renovate your kitchen in your house, you end up having a value for that. It's the same thing when you add a solar panel. So that's why if you don't think that it's, you still have to, you're going to be in between here. Or you might even be thinking that this is actually worth more, and your red line might even be more. But we don't know what each person, so I left it this way. So this way you are anywhere after the blue line, you know that this is if I counted 7% added value. Maybe you want to count less. This is why I did this, because this way you can change it. Like say if you say, no, I don't think that, I think that this is, it's right at the beginning, so it should be really, I should be able to get like 10% as an added value. Why I say 10% to 5% is because in the United States, the data tells us that a house with solar panels is worth 10% more than the other one. So I've asked you for the market value, and I increase it every year by 1%. I think this is what I've put. Let me see. I've increased it by 1%, as you can see. So the value of your house increased by 1%. And then from the data from United States, we're being told that it is between 5 to 10%. So right now I'm putting 10% and see what will happen to the graph. You can see that suddenly, if you do think that after 6 years, you would already be able to sell your house and get your all the money that you've invested. Now, can you see that even if you are paying, you can see that the power bill is so expensive, and it just keeps on increasing. Remember that after you finish paying here, it's all going to be free all the time. So now I've also included a cash version, because what if you want to pay all up front? Now, why is it that it's not already, like, why am I having this green line? The green line is cash, because what I'm saying is that if you wanted to move after 1 year, will you recoup your money? I don't think so, because from this graph here and giving a 10% for added value, you can see that the money that you've put more money, but you're only going to get the added value. You're going to get the added value right here at red. But you can see that after 3 years, if you pay cash, from this graph, you would be able to get, if we both agree what the added value is, but you're going to be somewhere, is it in the third year or the fourth year? that you'll be able to, because what it means, this red line, it means that the money that you spend for the, that you have not to spend for the, because in here, it's the power that is free, but everybody else is paying that. So this is what the benefits that you receive. You receive the benefit, and then you have an added value to your house. That's what this graph is all about. Now, I've run this for 25 years just to show you how much you end up paying. Like, look at the blue line. Again, it's the cost, the accumulated cost of your power bill. After 25 years, look at how much it will be. And if you finance it or you pay cash or it will all be free all these years. And now this is under warranty. You know, like for the people that say, oh, something will happen or whatever, look at how many years you can enjoy a free utility. Now, this is a real protection, and the thing is, it's supposed to last for 40. The solar panels are worth 40 years. That is why you end up having, after 40 years, you end up having paid for your utilities barely 6 cents. And at that point, it would be a lot more than 6 cents, because you already, like, you're look at how much you're paying now. So if you end up, you know, for 40 years, you let it run, that's how little you will have paid for your utility. So it really is a good deal. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe for more videos.